My canine's trained to alert to 5 odors: cocaine, methamphetamine, heroin, fentanyl, and marijuana. He has indicated a positive alert to the vehicle. Having said that, is there any of that at all in the vehicle? Has anyone smoked any of that in the vehicle?
No.
No one smokes any weed or any of that?
No.
Okay. And how much is in there?
I don't even know.
On August 24, 2024, police officers on patrol noticed a car speeding down the road. Inside were a man, a woman, and a 3-year-old child. The officers quickly pulled him over. With a child in the car, it seemed like a routine stop that would be over in minutes. But what they didn't know was that this moment would lead to one of the strangest discoveries they'd ever encounter.
How you doing? Deputy Officer, Navajo County Sheriff's Office. Reason for the stop, there's going to be 2 things, okay? First, when you passed me, I clocked you about 1.1 seconds behind that semi-truck. It's way too close, okay? It's just a safety thing. And then when you went around the semi-truck, you merged right back in front of it, there's like less than a car length, okay? So if something happened, you gotta hit your brakes, that semi's going to go right in the back of you. It's just unsafe, all right? No ticket, just a warning. You get your driver's license, registration, proof of insurance.
And we'll reach?
Yeah. Do you have any identification on you, sir? Thank you. Appreciate it.
And my insurance will be my phone.
All right, if you want to pull that up, ma'am, I'm gonna have you step back here with me. We're gonna go over the warning, and then we'll get you on your way, okay? Is there any weapons on you or in the vehicle?
No.
No? Okay. All right, I'm gonna have you get in the front passenger seat, okay?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. How's your day going?
Just got off of work, but I'm still here.
Okay. What do you do for work?
I am, I work for,
Okay.
I'm a supervisor there.
Nice.
I'm the money person.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Where are you guys coming out of?
We're going to New Mexico to visit our family.
Oh, okay. What part of New Mexico?
Albuquerque, I think
Oh, okay.
it is. It's my husband's place.
Oh, okay. Is that your husband?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we want to go take my daughter. She's 3 years old, so they haven't met her, so
Oh, okay.
we're trying to take her so they can meet her.
Gotcha. How long will you be out there for?
Just have to go back Monday.
Okay. Yeah, it's just for the day.
Payroll, but we have
Right.
to submit payroll, so yeah.
Gotcha. And is it your vehicle or whose vehicle is it?
It's actually my husband's vehicle.
Okay.
After gathering the basic details from the couple, the officer must have noticed something didn't feel right. Whatever it was enough to spark his suspicion and push him to take the next move.
Alma, or I'm sorry, is your first name Alma?
Yes.
Okay. So Alma, in addition to traffic control, another thing that I do out here is criminal interdiction. It's a stoppage of illegal crimes going down the roadways, okay? It's what I do for a living. I have some additional questions for you. Don't take them personally, okay? Is there anything illegal in the vehicle?
No.
And when I say illegal, I mean like large sums of cash, excess of $10,000.
No.
Anything from manufacturer, fake IDs, credit cards, anything like that. Anything as far as like weapons, pistols, rifles, grenades, bazookas, anything like that.
I only have my paycheck. It's $1,000.
I'm not worried about that. Anything as far as illegal drugs in the vehicle?
No.
When I say illegal drugs, I mean like cocaine.
No, I have my daughter in there. No,
Okay.
no.
Methamphetamine,
No.
heroin, fentanyl, any marijuana in the vehicle?
No.
And keep in mind, in marijuana, you can have up to an ounce of marijuana legally. Do you have any marijuana at all in the vehicle?
No.
Okay.
No.
Having said that,
Like my work is like.
I got you.
I'll get fired for that.
Okay. Did you give me your voluntary consent to search the vehicle?
Well, you have to talk to my husband.
Okay, I'll talk to him as well.
Yeah.
But you're driving it, so I'm going to ask both of you. So I'm asking you first.
Well, he's my husband, so.
Right. So I'm going to ask him. Okay, I'm asking him all the same questions I just asked you. But because you're in the vehicle, I assume you have belongings in the vehicle, right?
Yeah, I have clothes that I'm going to take over there for her family.
Right. So you have belongings and you're driving the car. So like I said, I know he's registered owner. I will talk to him as well. But I'm asking you because I like to ask all adult occupants of the vehicle. Do I have your voluntary consent to search the vehicle?
Well, he says yes.
Well, I'll ask him after, but I'm asking you now. It's a yes or no question.
Well, I don't know. You have to ask my husband first. That's his car, and
Okay. Well, I'm gonna talk to
Can
him.
you ask him first, and then you can come in?
Okay. All right.
Yeah, just I don't want him to say, oh, you know.
Well, the thing is, if you say yes and he says no, then I take that as a no. So I'm asking you first. It's a yes or no question. It's up to you. Do I have your voluntary consent to search the vehicle?
Well, I don't want my daughter to get scared.
Okay. All right. I'm just gonna take that as a no. That's fine.
The woman listened carefully as the officer spoke, and she did well to answer his questions. But something didn't sit right. There was an element of doubt, a small detail he couldn't ignore. Acting on his suspicion, he decided to test him. Now he had spoken to the woman and gave her instructions. Then he pulled the man aside and told him the same thing, but separately. What would happen later on would prove his instincts were spot on.
Hey, my man. So in addition to traffic control, another thing I do is criminal interdiction. It's a stoppage of illegal crimes going down the roadways, okay? So I'm asking some questions. Don't take them personal, all right? Is there anything illegal in the vehicle?
No.
When I say illegal, I mean like large sums of cash in excess of $10,000.
No.
Anything for the man?
I wish I had $10,000.
I got you. Anything for the manufacturer of fake IDs, credit cards, anything like that?
No, sir.
Anything as far as weapons, pistols, rifles, large amounts of ammunition, grenades, bazookas?
No, sir.
All right. Anything as far as illegal drugs in the vehicle?
No, sir.
Like cocaine,
No, sir.
methamphetamine,
No, sir.
heroin,
No, sir.
fentanyl,
No, sir.
any marijuana in the vehicle?
No, sir.
Keep in mind, you can have up to an ounce of marijuana legally in Arizona. Do you have any marijuana at all in the vehicle? Does anyone use any drugs in the vehicle? Okay.
Maybe in the car.
I got you. All right. So, having said that, would you give me your voluntary consent to search the vehicle?
I do.
Okay. No worries. I'm gonna have you step out for me, okay?
My ass for what?
Huh?
My ass for what?
Yeah, because I'm gonna run my dog on your vehicle.
You gonna run your dog?
Yeah. I have a police canine. It alerts to the 5 odors that I listed. So I'm gonna be walking around the vehicle. If he alerts, we'll go from there. And if he doesn't alert, we'll go from there.
That's
Is there something you want to tell me, bro?
no. I
Because
just
you're
don't
extremely
understand.
nervous, dude. This is what I do for a living, bro.
I get it. I get it. I'm not doing nothing wrong. I'm just driving with my wife down the road.
Okay, I get it. But the thing is,
I just don't feel like there's any reason for you to
okay,
run
well,
any canine.
I'm gonna be running my canine, bro. So we're past that point. My canine will be run on the vehicle. Having said that, is there something you want to tell me about in the vehicle? Nothing?
I have nothing to say.
Okay. All right, let's go ahead and get your daughter out. Yeah, like I said, man, this is what I do for a living. Criminal interdiction is like all I do all day long. Like I don't take calls for service. All I do is I come out here, I pull traffic stops, and I look for people involved in criminal activity, okay? And I'm not saying you guys are involved in criminal activity, but I have a reasonable suspicion to believe that you are, okay?
Why? You don't see nothing?
I'm not gonna-
There's no reason. There's no. I don't get it.
Okay.
I just feel targeted for no reason.
There's nothing to do with being targeted, bro. It has to do with this is what I do for a living.
I mean, it's a freedom to drive down the road. I get it.
Except
You know.
she committed traffic violations. I conducted a traffic stop.
Hey,
and
so
I'm going to be running my canine.
We're being detained for a traffic violation.
Yeah, you get detained when there's a traffic stop. Correct. Yeah. You're not free to go when you get pulled over for a traffic stop.
But everything came up to par. I mean,
Well,
my insurance is up to date. My
I'm just letting you know I'm going to be running my canine on the vehicle. Okay, if he alerts, we'll go from there. If he doesn't alert, she'll get her warning. You'll be on your way.
In typical traffic stops like this, officers often conduct a thorough vehicle search, especially if they suspect foul play. Saying the officers didn't see what was coming next would be an understatement.
Drug.
Yay or nay?
Huh?
Yay or nay?
Yeah. So, my canine's trained to alert to 5 odors: cocaine, methamphetamine, heroin, fentanyl, and marijuana. He has indicated a positive alert to the vehicle. Having said that, is there any of that at all in the vehicle? Has anyone smoked any of that in the vehicle?
No.
No one smokes any weed or anything like that?
No.
So I'm going to have you hang out with the officer here. I am going to be conducting a probable cause search of the vehicle based on the canine alert, okay?
A canine was deployed to sniff the car, responding to the officer's suspicion of drugs. A canine can legally be dispatched during a lawful traffic stop if it does not unnecessarily delay the stop, is backed by reasonable suspicion or consent, and its alert provides probable cause. The canine's reactions, understood only by its handler, heightened the officer's suspicions. By addressing the couple about the consequences of carrying drugs before resuming the search, the officer signaled clear intent based on the canine's indications.
On beginning PC search, can we see if DPS has a unit in the air?
The officer then resorted to a manual search, a clear sign that the canine had detected something nearby, something that was only a matter of time before being discovered.
Look him up. Stand up, ma'am. Actually, I'm gonna leave you uncuffed because you have the child, okay? You're under arrest, dude.
I'll take the wrapper off.
What's all that?
Whatever you tell me.
All right, real quick, man. I'm gonna read you something, okay? You are under arrest. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you in court. You have the right to talk to a lawyer and have him or her present with you while being questioned. You can afford to hire a lawyer. One will be appointed to represent you before any questioning upon your request. You can decide to exercise these rights at any time and not answer any questions or make any statements. You understand each of the rights I just read to you? Yes, sir. Okay, welcome back here. Hang tight, ma'am, okay?
Can I get my wife my wallet?
In a second.
The officer, almost as though he couldn't pinpoint it at first, finally uncovered the stash. It was an ugly turn of events. As soon as he found it, he declared the couple under arrest. However, the woman was treated more leniently because she was carrying a baby. With that established, the officer had just one pressing question in mind.
So, how much are you getting paid to take it?
How much?
Yeah.
Honestly.
Well, what's like 1,000, 5,000?
Like $1,000.
Okay. And how much is in there?
I don't even know.
Okay. I mean, I already found it, and it's a substantial quantity. You know what I mean? So,
I don't even know nothing.
do you know where you're supposed to be dropping it in Albuquerque?
No, I don't.
You like they just tell you to call when you get there, or what?
I don't know.
Okay. When did you pick it up?
I don't know. I can't. I'm not gonna answer no more questions.
Okay.
You're already booking me, so.
Okay. All right, man.
Almost as though he had something to hide, the man refused to give any further details, probably perceiving he'd be in more trouble at the hands of the employers than with the police. However, the officer soon let out why he initiated the search in the first place.
Based on your behavior throughout the traffic stop, I know you knew about it. Okay,
I didn't know that.
ma'am. This isn't my first day. Okay, I told you in the car. This is what I do for a living. Okay, don't you think I was asking those questions because I had a good, reasonable suspicion that you were involved in something?
I was not involved in nothing, sir.
Okay.
I was just helping him drive.
Okay.
That's all.
Okay. So you are also under arrest, just so you're aware of that. You're just not handcuffed right now because you have the small child. Okay. But you don't get it twisted. You're under arrest, okay? You're under arrest for 3 felonies at this point. Actually 4 because of the child being in the car. All right? You got 3 felony drug offenses, and you also got the child endangerment because she's in the vehicle.
After discovering approximately 165,000 fentanyl pills, both adults were charged with child abuse, transportation of narcotic drugs for sale, possession for sale, and involving a minor in a drug offense. The 3-year-old was taken by Child Services. If you enjoy videos like this, please like, subscribe, and watch the next one.